And we're live from the Ken Nick Arena down in Beaumont, Alberta for this HMLL matchup between the Outlaws and the Warriors. Down at home, was the Outlaws on the standings. Have played 17 games, 6-11-0 with 12 total points. Best for third in the North Division. The Warriors just ahead of them, 10-7-1 in second place with 21 points, 4 points back from the top of the division where the Rebels stand. And if the Warriors are able to win all of their games and the Rebels drop the rest of their games, which they have 2 left, the Warriors will finish first. So this is likely the first round matchup. We get set for face-off, and right off the draw, it bobbles up on the line. Scooped up and brought up on the far side by the Outlaws. Quick pass. Sent up the near wall as players making a change. Caught up the middle. Pass sent across. Ducking the shoulder. Pass attempt to the middle, but it's picked off. Now back shot, and that's saved in the pipes by number 11, Tate Pinch. It's taken back up. Quick move. Shot, and that's a good save by Easton Couturier. As he lofts the ball up in the hands of Jacob Goudreau. To Cook now. Cook controls. Pressures as he turns away. Cuts in towards the net. Shot just wide. This is picked up in behind the net now by the Warriors as they make their way back up the floor. For into the Outlaws. And here's Manon. Manon looks off the floor, and the pass attempt is steered onto the side wall as a battle begins. It's picked up by Dewart. Dewart hands it off to Wilnerbait. Tries to shoot it. Hard bounce off the wall in the hands of the Outlaws as the buzzer blows, but they continue as they've taken possession. It's a body contact there. As Tompkins turns away from the hit. The near side, controlling to the middle, but some good pressure by the Warriors to fend off the Outlaws. Quick shot, steered up as it pops up and into the corner now. Bouncing ball is scooped up and sent out, but the ref's hand is up, and looks like Tompkins is down on the floor. To the box. Number 10, Tyler Andrews. It looks like Eric Tompkins will be okay. Grimacing just a bit. It's a cross-checking penalty called on the Warriors, so a 2-minute power play for the Outlaws. Just 2 minutes and 2 seconds into the game. Shots right now are 2-1 in favor of the Outlaws. A heavy hit. The Outlaws fall into the wall, but they'll take possession. Inadvertently send it back into their own end. He dribbles down. The possession is in the hands of the Warriors as they pick it up. Regan Carey, who has 42 points in 17 games, hands it off. Number 17, Dewart. Dewart still has it, but it's taken away by Poulsen. Poulsen in the offensive zone now as his team makes a change. Waits patiently and sends that one back as he goes for a change himself, as Eric Tompkins, who drew that penalty, controls now. Tompkins over, shot. That shoulder save made by Pinch. In the corner, off the wall. It's picked up, racing in towards the net. Redlick, but he's pressured back. Tompkins take control. Pinned up along the wall. Cuts out to the middle. Sends the ball up. And scooped back. Taken into the hands of Tompkins. Tompkins waits with it. Handing it off to Maloney. Maloney takes it off the bounce. Sends it the right side of the net. Back to Maloney. To Tompkins. Maloney holds it. Behind the back pass. Over. And good save. Off the stick of Ryder Harrison, who's coming into this game. Good defensive play made by Maloney as his team starts back up. The Outlaws still with control as Eric Tompkins holds it. He hands it to Maloney. Maloney across, back to Tompkins, who rips one in towards the net. And that gets redirected all the way back into the Outlaws' end. Tompkins. Quick pass up the floor. Tompkins controlling again. Tompkins with it, whips a shot, a good save by Pinch. Now racing up the floor with it, number 77, Golka tries to make the shot. That bounces in behind the net. Turned back up the floor by Goudreau. Maloney now with possession of the ball. Looks like Couturier comes off, empty net. The ref's hand is up, delayed penalty. 6-on-5 right now for the Outlaws. Tempted shot, fluttered away. Stick chance, and as the ball goes to the floor, it's covered by the Warriors as they'll head back. Down a man. Legal substitution penalty. It's taken by the Warriors. Back on the power play. The Outlaws go. 5-on-3 right now, 50 seconds still left. And then penalty to Andrews. Now Maloney to the side of the net. Back and forth. Maloney rips it. That's off the elbow. It pops back up. It's taken by Introp to Maloney behind the back pass. Now it's off the boards. Maloney now to Tompkins. Tompkins spinning aside, cut towards the middle. In close. Quick save. Both teams fight for possession. Taken up by Tompkins. Now 15 seconds left in the penalty to Andrews. Maloney steps in, shoots, it's blocked. Pops up. Dumping up for that one, but comes into the hands. Pinch. It's sent off the wall. 1 now the Outlaws are. A good evasion by Flett. He still holds the ball with a wavering attack. He's pinned up against the boards by Goudreau. He's still able to make the pass across now and towards the net. Quick chance. Diving play, diving shot, but a good save as it's taken back up by the Outlaws. Still on the power play, 40 seconds. They're 5-on-4. Tompkins to Maloney to Edstrop. Back up top to Tompkins, who rips a shot as blocked up, and it hits the netting. Possession will stay in the hands of the Outlaws as Grayson Maloney sends it to Edstrop, now to the middle, another shot. Good save by Pinch. Retrieved by Maloney, stepping in. Tompkins kicked aside, comes back out, and with the finish, Kai Ellis right on the doorstep to scoop up the rebound, and he's able to score on the power play and score the first goal of the game, taking the lead for the Outlaws, 1-0. Throughout the game so far, almost all the offense has been in the hands of the Outlaws, though they've had 2 power plays and an abbreviated 5-on-3 power play. They're able to make it 1-0 as it's now back the center of the floor for a face-off. Couple whacking chances against Andrews, who took the first penalty for the Warriors. As a cross-checking call will be made on the Outlaws. Couple extra sticks up against Andrew as he was on the floor, and it'll be the goal scorer, Kai Ellis, in the box for 2 minutes. With possession, it starts in the hand of Joshua Fawchuk. Fawchuk hands it off. Over, quick chance. Off the crest, it's still in front, and it's paddled down by Couturier as it's set back up, and now for partial break. Spinning in with the shot. Diving play in the crease. Good rush chance by Goudreau. Back and forth action now. The passing play is missed, and the Outlaws take it in their defensive end. Wilson over the middle. Still holds it. Sends it across, and the behind the back play was made in the crease, but the whistle was blown, and that won't count. Nifty play, but doesn't count as he stepped in the crease. Fawchuk sends it off to DeWert. We're now in the crease, another chance. Bounces off the floor, comes up, and with a save, Couturier. Back up. Now with it. Weatherby holds it. He's pressured by Wolney. Sent down low. Hops up. Scooped by the Warriors and sent across the far side. Coming into the zone, Wolney flips it into the hands of Fawchuk. So he goes for the change. On the floor. Fawchuk, and now Fawchuk with possession, shoots it, bounces hard off the wall, and is sent all the way down onto Tate Pinch. Pinch leaves it for Caden Golka. And no, my apologies. Possession is to the Outlaws. Picked up in the corner now. With the cross. Middle of the floor, turning shoot. Hard shot from far back is stopped, and now racing up. Sent up by Flett. Flett to the middle. Heavy pressure. Sticks by Booth. Couple whacking chances, but it's in towards the crease, and diving play made, but the stop is there from Couturier. 1-0 with just over 10 minutes left in the first period. The Outlaws look for some more offense. There's been a lot of heavy hits so far in the game. It's on the defensive play. The Warriors are able to race back up with the ball. It's Gibson pinned along the wall, but it's taken. Outlaws. The hands of Poulsen. Poulsen waits his teammates to get on the floor as Loney holds it. Turns back. Sends it across. Derek Tompkins. Tompkins getting cross-checked. Has to fight through the hit. Makes a shot. Comes back up in the hands of the Outlaws. Shot attempt by Entrop. Pops all the way back up. Taken by Thiessen. Now the empty net for the Outlaws. Delayed penalty against the Warriors. Shot blocked. Taken up by Tompkins. Pretty hard whack to the stick as they're on the floor. Loses their stick, but it's blown down. Man who lost his stick was Graydon Maloney, but it doesn't matter as the Warriors are penalized on the play for 42. Rex Wolney heads to the box for 2. Explore Fort Saskatchewan. Discover a place where family fun meets opportunity. Visit their historic downtown, scenic parks, and river valley. Work in a thriving community. Play where every moment is memorable. Visit, work, and play in Fort Saskatchewan. And Maloney on the power play. The Outlaws. Hands it to Tompkins. Maloney switches him. On the top. Got. Bounces off into the hand of Cook. Cook. Over. Back to Maloney, who shoots, and it winds up in the back of the net. Grayson Maloney makes it 2-0 for the Outlaws. Second power play goal of the game for the Outlaws, and the offense is still in their hands. They're able to find the net, back of the net once again. Is it not the fault of Tate Pinch, who's seen 16 shots so far this game, still with over 8 minutes left in the first period? Weatherby takes it, hands it to Ellis. Ellis, the first goal scorer of the game, loses it. The hands of Redlick, and Redlick turns away from all the pressure, races up down the floor, drops his shoulder, comes in, shoots, and rebound chances there. He's still got the nose for the ball as he looks for it behind the back play. Missed attempt, and it's scooped up by Couturier. Couturier. The Thiessen who sends it up to Sutherland. Sutherland is hit hard as he drops the ball, but retains possession. Tried to make the feed to Tompkins, but that's in the hands of number 16, Gibson. Gibson evades some pressure, comes in towards the net, and a good stop made on the rushing chance opportunity. Couturier standing strong. Goudreau tries to receive it with one hand. Picks it up off the wall. Now Goudreau. And heavy by Andrews. Goudreau hands it off. Good move in towards the net, but Pinch is able to hold on to that one tight. At Vimy Lacrosse, excellence is the standard. Led by some of the province's most decorated and experienced instructors, they are dedicated to molding well-rounded student athletes. Vimy Lacrosse is the fusion of sport, academics, and personal growth. Unleash your potential with Vimy Lacrosse. Explore the academy by visiting vimyedmonton.lacrosse.ca/lacrosse. Just a quick water break for Pinch. He had its work cut out for him, but it's on the hands of the Warriors as they try and race back up. On their bait. Hands it over to Carey. Carey back across to DeWert. Carey and DeWert switch again. Now DeWert in the middle tries to scoop his shot towards the net. Pops back up into the hands of Carey. Carey to DeWert. Tries to shoot, but that's off the pad. That's off the wall. Into the hands of Carey. Carey pressured heavily by Booth. Carey hands it across. DeWert in towards the crease, and that one is in the back of the net. Good passing play from the Warriors as they're able to mark their first goal of the game and take the deficit down to just 2-1. The Warriors have been fighting hard, but 3 power play opportunities have led to 2 power play goals so far for the Outlaws. Now, as I mentioned, they're up 2-1. Warriors are looking to come back in the game. So they win the face-off. Andrews. It's to Fodchuk. Fodchuk now to the corner. Up to the middle. Whips a shot, and that bounces high. hits the netting. Holding control is Dewart. Dewart across, and they're able to finish another one. 2-2 it stands as the Warriors tie it quickly after finding their first mark on the score sheet. Another cross crease play is able to get over the shoulder of Couturier. It's hard to play the game when you're taking penalties and you're down a man, but now the Warriors have played a little bit more composed in the last few minutes, and they're able to tie the game at 2 apiece in under 30 seconds of play. Again, off the face-off, it's taken by the Warriors. There is the goal scorer of that second mark for the Warriors. Dewart now takes it. He has some room, sends it across. Back against the grain, but no play is able to be finished by Carey as the Outlaws come back up with possession. Thiessen holds it, tries to send it to Entrop. It's taken in the hands of the Warriors, is now on the left side. It's in the corner. Behind the net now. Back over, but Flett isn't able to control. There's going to be a slashing call on the play. The Warriors get another chance on the power play. They gave up 2 power play goals to have it 2-0 against them, and very quickly they're able to tie it 2-2, and now they have the power play opportunity as Wyatt Olson goes to the box for 2 minutes on the slashing call to start the possession. Fodchuk to Dewart. For chance to the middle to Dewart, who shoots it, and that's stopped by Couturier. Fodchuk makes a great play to take it in towards the net. And after he took the shot, cross-check was made from behind. Quick play call was made by the ref as another Outlaw heads in towards the box. So 5-on-3. Minute 37 left in that first penalty, and now 2 minutes in the second penalty. So a long possibility for a 5-on-3 power play for the Warriors to have a chance to take the lead in the game. And I must say, Joshua Fodchuk with a fantastic play to strip the ball from the Outlaw defender and take it in tight for the chance, and drawing the penalty on the play as well. So to start with the ball, the center of the floor will be Caden Flett. Is there some discussion between the ref and the scorekeeper? Be sure to get your CROW LAX TV 50/50 tickets. Draw will be taking place Monday following the playoffs on July 29th. Quick shot made, and that's a goal. A quick work made by the Warriors on the 5-on-3 advantage. That comes off the stick of Luke Royer. So 3-2 is the score after the Warriors were down 2-0. They're able to make it 3-2 in their favor. As I was saying before, 50/50 draw will be taking place on the 29th of this month with a maximum take home of $10,000. Scan the QR code on your screen now or visit our social media channels for more information at CROW LAX TV on Instagram and X. Now with the momentum in the hands of the Warriors, they try and snuff up some more offense with some physical play. They're able to take possession once again. Now on their bait in towards the net, but it's stripped away from him and in the hands of the Outlaws as Couturier makes the pass up now in the hands of Tompkins. Tompkins on that left side. Cuts in towards the wall. Circles back and is checked away by Golka. Flipped over to the other side. In the hands of Ryder Harrison. Taken away from him and storming in towards the net. Caden Flett. Flett has some time and he shoots and scores. Caden Flett with the play to take the ball away from the Outlaws on his side of the floor. Storm in on Couturier to find the sweet spot in between the legs and double up. Now it's 4-2, so the last 4 goals in the hands of the Warriors. The Outlaws started with a couple power play opportunities of their own, had the abbreviated 5-on-3, and were able to capitalize twice. And now 4-2 is the score for the Warriors. Known over to Fodchuk. Fodchuk across to Duort, where it looks still patient with it as some pressure by the Outlaws, and the misplay is taken up here. Now Weatherby in towards the net, diving play, and he falls into pinch. He's able to take the shot, but he's a little bit slow to get up. As a little bit of sacrifice on the play and a bit of a tap from Pinch, as you gotta respect the drive to try and get it into the net and take a bit of damage on the body to make that play. Now Duort shoots it, but it pops up, and big checking here there as it's still maintained by the Warriors. Duort over, quick shot off the mask, pops up and trickles back into the Warrior end, and now it's scooped up into the hands of Goudreau. Goudreau spinning, shoot, and that's patted away by Pinch. Big hit taken by Goudreau. Scoops back up possession. Ellis now one-handed, takes it, turns aside, tries to hand it off, but he's whacked away a bit. Now Thiessen looks for the handle. Thiessen over to Maloney. Back over to Cook. Cook to the left side, shot off the chest and taking his own rebound. Ellis for to the changing Entrop. Entrop hands it off to Maloney. Back into the hands of Ellis. Ellis pressured by Gibson. Ellis still maintains it. Hands it to Entrop, but that's past him and picked up. Shot chance, and that's steered aside into the corner off the stick of Harrison. 2-on-1 battle. The Warriors look for possession, but it's taken up by Harrison. Harrison, as it turns towards the net, shoots it wide and taken by Dickin. Now Cook. Cook hands it off to Thiessen. Gets it to Harrison, whips a shot. Pops back out. Almost to middle ground, but possession is held by Cook as he sends it across to Thiessen. Back to Cook, over to Dickin. Maintains control, whips a shot wide. It bounces into the Outlaws' end, and back to make the defensive play was Dickin, and he just steers it back into the middle of the floor. 6.7 seconds. Needs some quick work here by Duart, and he tries the low shot that gets scooped around, and that will mark the end of the first period of this game. Started 2-0 for the Beaumont Outlaws, but as the period went on, the Warriors stormed back and were able to double up the score to make it 4-2. We'll head for intermission break now, as we'll be back here on CROW LAX TV to continue this game. Thanks for watching. And we're back here on CROW LAX TV for the second period of the Beaumont Outlaws and the Edmonton Warriors. And what a doozy it's been so far. The game started with the offense in the hands of the Outlaws, who were able to draw 3 penalties and score 2 power play goals to make the game 2-0. But throughout the period, the Warriors battled back, were able to score 4 of their own to make the score 4-2. We're back for the second period of play. The Warriors maintain their possession, taking it into the Outlaw end. Carey has it off to Dewart. Back to Fodchuk, but the pass is intercepted and taken into the hands of Thiessen. Mika Thiessen now evading pressure, still with it on the right side. Flips it to Cook. Cook now, quick stop up. The turnaround, the middle to Dickin. Dickin now in towards the crease, and a diving play made by Jackson Weatherby. What a move, and what a high-flying play to make it 4-3, and a little bit slow to get up as needed the hand from his teammate, and grimacing in a bit of pain as he sacrificed the body to score the goal for his team. Conversation between Jackson Weatherby and the trainers. He takes a slow walk onto the bench, hoping that he's okay. Now, breaking off the streak of 4 unanswered goals from the Warriors, Jackson Weatherby. It's 4-3. Pashniak, the Warriors, is it off to Fodchuk. Fodchuk switches places with him as changes made by the Warriors. Quick shot. Trickles up. Back in the hands of the Warriors. Quick pass sent over by Walner Bate. Off the high wall, it flips up. Still bouncing in the middle. Comes back. Walder Bate. Quick chance, and it just bounces off the floor. In the crease, that was off the stick of Royer. After the battle, won by the Warriors. Quick shot off the left pad of Couturier. Fodchuk over to Mir. Mir now looks, shoots. And that comes off the shoulder of Couturier. So whistle's blown and back in possession of the Warriors. On the left side, the Wart still with it. Over to Fodchuk. Fodchuk loading up. Fires one, and that brings around the boards. Scooped up in the hands of Goudreau. Goudreau. Fake pass. Eventually does flip it to Maloney. Maloney to Dickin. Dickin now with some room. Pass Jackson Weatherby in the hands of Mika Thiessen. Thiessen to the opposite side. Turning play by Entrop. To the middle, Thiessen, and he's able to make the shot, but it's scooped up by Pinch. Pinch sends it high in the hands of Flett. Flett turns it back. The corner. Behind the net. Warriors control. Play to the far wall. Across the right side. Turn and shoot. But with the stick in the net. Pinch is able to make the stop as he charges in towards his bench, trying to get the extra man on. Decent in the corner as it's 6-on-5 for the Outlaws. Delayed penalty to the Warriors. Over to Ellis, across, and the whipping chances sent along the wall and taken up by Golka as the plate is blown dead, and back to the power play are the Beaumont Outlaws. CROW LAX TV and the RMLL Junior B Tier 1 Division are proud to be supporting the Chris Latondra Wellness Foundation and the Canadian Mental Health Association to implement their Talk Today program. In 2020, a beloved player of the game to many in the North Division, Chris Latondra died while battling mental illness issues. The Outlaws hold it now on the power play. Got Jackson. That's in the back of the net. The Outlaws tie the game quick in under 4 minutes in the second period. Just over 4 minutes. 2 goals in 4 minutes and 22 seconds since the start of the second period. Chris Latondra Wellness Foundation was formed in 2021 to preserve his memory and call the lacrosse community to action in support of mental health in the game of lacrosse and beyond. Donations to the foundation can be made by visiting our social media channels for direct link at CROW LAX TV on Instagram and X. So 4-4 now as it stands, 2 unanswered goals for the Outlaws as they tie the game back up. Fodchuk for the Warriors. Has it to Royer. Towards the net. Well on their bait, but possession is overturned as the Outlaws make the change. Taken by Thiessen. Thiessen over to Weatherby. Thiessen now. Right side shot, and that's in the back of the net off the stick of Finley Entrop, who's able to make it 5-4 and take the lead back in the hands of the Outlaws. 2 goals in under 30 seconds for the Outlaws, and the Warriors did just the same in the first frame. After start of the second period, it seems that the Outlaws were able to get some momentum back. Start on the power play. We're able to get the momentum there. Shots are 27-22 as well as number 27 takes it up the left side. Center cross. See Grayson Maloney to the Weatherby. Being now in towards the net, and he scores. Wow. 6-4 is the score, and the offense keeps on coming from the Outlaws. Sharpshooters hitting 3 shots, 3 goals. Under 45 seconds. Three goals in 45 seconds. The first goal came at 14:38 left in the second, and halfway through that minute, another goal, and then at 14:12, another marker. Heavy pressure from the Warriors, and Possession is overturned into their hands as the work pays off to take the ball back up the floor. Or now with the fake pass. Sends it back across, but the pass is picked off and it's taken by Osman. Osman now sends it over, but that's out of the hands of Richardson. Back into the Outlaws. And are the Warriors. Stewart. Gives it off to Muir. And towards the net. Quick diving play by Carey. That's stopped. The Outlaws are back up with Sutherland. Sutherland took attempted pass to Weatherby. And now Ellis. Ellis across to Dixon. To Weathersby. Now Ellis with the shot. It's up into the hands of Dickin. To Thiessen. Look over to Dickin, who shoots. It pops back up. Chance again. With the second opportunities. Sent back in the hands of the Warriors with Flett. Popping it up. Handing it off. Charging towards the net. And the shot is good. Josh Stewart. Scoring for the Warriors. 6-5 now is the score. As entering the period, the Warriors were up 4-2, but 4 quick goals from the Outlaws. Then another answer back. So there was a stretch where the Warriors had 4 unanswered goals, and then that was broken by 3 unanswered goals from the Outlaws, and now another goal scored by the Warriors to snap that streak. So they're back in the offensive zone and towards the net. Wolney, quick shot, quick chance in the crease, pops up, taken by the Outlaws. Bouncing play made up the floors, chasing that one to the corners. Goudreau. Goudreau isn't able to collect that. And now Gordon is able to take it up, but he goes off for the change. Well, their bait fumbles the ball. Flett's able to retrieve it. Middle and across now. The Warriors looking for some more offense. We're on their bait. Over to Royer. Royer shoots it. But to make the stop is Easton Couturier. Easton makes the play off into the hands of Thiessen. Thiessen past all the pressure. Easton to the middle. Near the crease now. Still close into the net. And that ends up in the air and taken back by the Warriors. Pass into the hands. Well, on their bait, that would have sent him running in alone. He's missed, and the Outlaws in the hands of Hudson Cook. Back up the floor. Heavy hit in front of the Outlaw bench. Volka taking the brunt of that. Entrop all alone receives the ball in the defensive end. Now Weatherby. Hudson towards the net. Shot there off the stick of Maloney. Entrop is forced to come all the way back and tried to swat the ball. Quick turn back is intercepted and taken back by the Warriors. Fair runs it off. Good play made to Fodchuk, but that's past him. Now with it, Royer. Royer looking to make a play. Over to Fodchuk. Fodchuk looks wide, shoots and scores. Just like the number on the back of his jersey. That's the 6th goal for the Warriors. 6-6 is the score. 9:42 left in the second frame. Quick water break called after the 10-minute mark here. So entering the period 4-2, the Warriors found themselves up, and then it was 6-4 in the hands of the Outlaws, and now it's tied up by the Warriors. Back and forth action so far in this game. Still half the game to go. At Vimy Lacrosse, excellence is the standard. Led by some of the province's most decorated and experienced instructors, they are dedicated to molding well-rounded student athletes. Vimy Lacrosse is a fusion of sport, academics, and personal growth. Unleash your potential with Vimy Lacrosse. Don't forget that the CROW LAX 50-50 is going on, and the draw will be taking place on the 29th, and doing a maximum of $10,000 given the total earnings of the 50-50. Just scan that QR code in the bottom of the screen or find more information at CROW LAX TV on Instagram and X. God, as the Warriors are able to sneak another one past Kachurian, take the lead again. So, wow, there's been quite a few unanswered goal streaks. At first, it was the Warriors who had 4 straight goals of themselves, and then in the second period here, to take the lead, were the Outlaws with 3 straight, if I'm not mistaken. That marks another 3 up on the board in a row for the Warriors. So 7-6, Warriors lead once again. Hard pressure along the wall is, looks like Maloney tries to arch it into the hands of Ellis, sorry. Over to Dickin, and another quick answer. Goals, goals, goals. Here in the second period. Quick answer back from the Outlaws, tying up the game once again, and it looks like this game is just going to be back and forth. I think we're playing ping pong. 7-7 is the score. 8:55 left in the middle frame. Off the center ice face-off. Center forward face-off, sorry. Taken by Flett. Pressure. Gives it away into the hands of Poulsen. Poulsen looks. Comes back. Sends it to Weatherby. Weatherby flips it up to himself. Weatherby. Over to Poulsen. Poulsen to Maloney. Maloney drops his shoulder. Flips it over as it bounces off the ground. It's taken back up by the Warriors. Some heavy hits. On number 16 as Gibson is able to trek all the way past middle ground, and now he goes off for a change. Couple pats from his teammates as he exits off into the bench. Empty net. 6-on-5 right now for the Warriors. Frodchuk over. Shot is off. High off the wall. Once again, bounces off, but possession is blown, but they reset. Now Frodchuk over to the middle. Fair with the hands in tight. Able to score on the delayed penalty. Luke Royer, captain for the Warriors, making it 8-7. That penalty was going to be called by Gibson, and as 3 players were on him in front of the score box, and the ref's hand went up, and on the 6-on-5, make it 8-7 was Foyer. Somebody's missing the shoe. Andrews without some footwear, down a piece of equipment. Got to tie your laces a little bit tighter. Cross over to the Wellner bait. Bait. Right side. Sends it over to Duort. Back across against the grain, and a loft pass is just past the hands of Goudreau. He looks to scoop it, but back on the defensive play, Wellner bait. Hard pressure behind the net. It's off the ground. It's swatted away, but taken up quick by the Outlaws. Good save by Pinch. In the net, Tate Pinch making a great play up front. Some heavy body contact now here as Bolson holds control for Weatherby to take it. Weatherby turning back to Cook. Peyton Cook back to Weatherby. Weatherby looks and he shoots. Pinching on the ball to make the stop. Tate Pinch, 6:03 now in the second period. Ball is handed off with Fair. DeWart holds on to it. DeWart loading up. Tries to pass it over, but Thiessen on the defensive play is able to hold it. Good stick battle is won by the Warriors. Taking some heavy hits was Royer. Vodchuk looks, shoots, and that's just wide as it's off the backboard. Back into the hands of Duort. Trickles back in the Warrior end. Josh Duort holding on to it. On the left side, Scudder, Sepp, and a large shot in the back of the net. Lachlan Muir picking his spot to extend the lead by 2. 9-7 is the score. Nothing but goals so far in this period. It was 4-2 entering after 20 minutes. 9-7 as it stands right now, still with 5 minutes to go. Scramble off the draw by the Warriors. Players tumble as Royer able to scoop it back, but picking that one up is Polson. Polson corrals the ball to the middle to Ellis. Ellis shoots off the shoulders. He takes a hard tumble on the end board. Sent all the way up and now in towards the net. Quick shot. Just missed. Was Elner bait on a quick rushing chance towards Couturier. Easton holds on to it. But hands it to Weatherby. Over to Thiessen. Sorry, Chase Gerard. Gerard hands it off. A hard shot just off the post. And Schropp with that whip towards the net. But now holds as he hands off to Duart. Duart, pressure by Osman. Duart back against the grain. Shot chance, but it's swallowed up in the pads of Couturier. Couturier sends it up to the middle. Osman with Peyton Cook. Payne engages in the stick battle. Coming in from the outside, Fair. Peyton Cook still with some heavy pressure. Just at the middle line, it's Taken back by Poulsen. Wyatt Poulsen. Gives it to Peyton Cook. Over to Weatherby. Chase Gerard. Maloney again. Shoots it. Play is blowing down and possession still stays with the Outlaws. Chase Gerard. Over to Weatherby. Weatherby looks, turns it to the backside across, but that's not corralled by Maloney. Wasn't able to get the shot off onto the net. Now Manon. Manon looks across Warner Bate. Turns from the defensive pressure of Goudreau. Now, some moves. Jerry cuts in, and a whipping shot from long. Josh Stewart makes it double digits on the board for the Warriors. So now 10-7 is the score. It was tied 7-7 at one point. Then before that, 6-6, just back and forth. Each team has had their fair share of unanswered goal streaks in this game. So 3 straight now for the Warriors. Now it comes from Josh Stewart. Played by Flett. Flett leaves it for Stashniak. Stewart still on the floor. Under 2 minutes to go. Comes in towards the net. Picked up by Poulsen. Poulsen charging in a shoots and he scores. Poulsen had the space, had the time, and had his laces tied to make the race towards the net. Quick feet were there, but the shot was even better. 10-8. The Warriors still in the lead, and yet another unanswered streak ended. So back to the center of the floor. 1:42 left in the game, or left in the second period of the game. On along the wall. Taken back by Maloney. Maloney with the hand out, but he falls down, and Andrews is able to take it. Maloney a little bit slow to get up. He heads off the bench. Warriors turn back. Fodchuk. Nice control. Tried to make the shot, but it didn't hit the net. Regan Carey. Across to Dewart. Dewart across to Fodchuk. Tries to pick the corner over the left shoulder and is able to take it back. Fodchuk still fighting for it, but Weatherby has some space. Weatherby sends it across, and a good save by Pinch off the stick of both. Play is blown down by the ref as a timeout is signaled. The Chaos Junior Lacrosse Club and its franchise, the Southern Alberta Chaos, is excited to announce that they will be hosting the McDonald Cup this year. The 2024 event will be hosted in the Centennial Regional Arena in Brooks, Alberta from August 7th to August 11th. After a hiatus of 27 years, the Port Coquitlam Saints in BC successfully hosted the 2023 tournament, where the Cranbrook Black Wolves became the first champions of the Reed Christian McDonald Cup since 1995. The 8-team event was highly enjoyed by athletes, volunteers, and the numerous lacrosse fans that attended. Please join us this August. For more information, visit mcdonaldcup.ca. So quick timeout made Timeout ends. 43.4 seconds left. Unofficially, the shots are 38-37 in favor of the Warriors as they will start possession in the hands of Wellner Bate. Over to Dewart. Returns a favor. Back and forth. Wellner Bate and Dewart. Wellner Bate. The Fodchuk across to Dewart. Dewart fires. It comes up in the crease. The paddle down. 16 seconds left in the second. Quick whistle. Blown down by the ref. 11.8 seconds left. Another timeout was called here. Just 11.8 seconds left. Trying to drop a quick play to see if you could get the score up once again. Explore Fort Saskatchewan. Discover a place where family fun meets opportunity. Visit their historic downtown, scenic parks, and river valley. Work in a thriving community. Play where every moment is memorable. Visit, work, and play Fort Saskatchewan. So it's down into the Outlaws end with the goalie pulled for the Warriors. Finch sits on the bench. My apologies. Couturier sits on the bench, 6-on-5, under 10 seconds to go. The second period. They've been pressured heavily. Weatherby. Over to Dickin. Forced back. Play attempt made and was taken momentarily by the Warriors, but they weren't able to send it down the floor and aim that one on the net. So at the end of two periods, 10-8 is the score. Entering the period, it was 4-2 in favor of the Warriors, and still they hold that ratio, being up 2 goals at the end of 2. And just a quick reminder, don't forget that CROW LAX is doing a 50-50, and the draw will be taking place on the 29th of this month. And you can take a maximum take-home prize of $10,000, depending on the amount raised throughout the 50-50. So just scan that QR code in the bottom of your screen or visit CROW LAX TV on Instagram and X for more information on the 50-50 draw. But for now, we will be back just under 10 minutes away from rounding out the third period of play between the Edmonton Warriors and the Beaumont Outlaws. Thanks for watching so far. We'll be right back on CROW LAX TV. And we're back here for third period action in the RMLL in between the Beaumont Outlaws and the Edmonton Warriors. After 2 periods, it's 10-8 in favor of the Warriors. After the first period, it was 4-2 Warriors. And then at the end of 2, 10-8. 12 goals scored in that second period, 6 on each side, and right off the hop, taken by Stashniak for the Warriors as they make a change. Fodchuk now holds possession, dances in with the shot, and he scores. Joshua Fodchuk extending the lead by 3. In just 18 seconds, we saw the first goal of the period. As I mentioned, 12 goals, 6 aside in that second. Back at center for another face-off. It's screwed out by Warriors momentarily, but taken by Maloney of the Outlaws. He's able to split a couple of the Warriors. Right side, Peyton Cook to Weatherby. Weatherby, the fake shot, shoots, and that's off the shoulder. Onto the near side, back to Maloney. Maloney over to Weatherby. The Peyton Cook still with it, shoots it off the shoulder. Back once again. Maloney to Weatherby. Looks, hands it off, and shooting that one was Ryder Harrison. The ref's hand is up, and I believe that's a roughing call on the Warriors. It is a penalty to number 15, Trennan Redlick, who heads to the box for 2. Just 1 minute and 8 seconds into the period, and it took 18 seconds for the Warriors to score in this frame, and now the man advantage, a man advantage is given to the Outlaws. Maloney, the top, hands it to Ellis, number 44. He's past Maloney, and now race for the ball. Andrews picks it up, stops up, and walks back to the middle. Good to Mir. Mir over to Wellner Bate. Wellner Bate now. Wellner Bate holds on to it. Wins back, and there's some aggression in the middle. Both sticks are down in between, and they're going to drop the gloves. Jacob Goudreau against Carey, and couple right hands thrown back and forth. Bit of a grappling match, couple uppercuts, and missed shots with the jersey over top and taking them down and freaking Carey. What a tilt. Fiery passion on both sides. Put that on the pay-per-view. Regan Carey, Jacob Goudreau will be sent to the benches, and not without love from their teammates. Bit of damage looks like on Regan Carey as he's getting a quick checkup on the trainer. And what a tilt. It originally started when they were just battling with body position right in front of the net, but just got out of hand, and both sticks went down, and they looked at each other and just went, yeah, I guess we're doing this. They're both tossed out of the game, and it'll be 5-on-5 as signaled by the ref. Still continue at the even playing field. Still a bit of conversation with the ref and coach from the Warriors. Now they have to explain it to the other side for the Outlaws. And don't forget, CROW LAX TV is doing a 50-50 where the draw will be July 29th. So scan the QR code in the bottom right of the screen now. Buy some 50-50 tickets or find out more information by visiting CROW LAX TV on Instagram and X. And after the tilt, possession is taken from the Warriors. 5-minute penalties for both of them. Odd Chuck handed it off to Royer. To the wall. Chase Gerard takes it. Makes a swooping play up to the side and hands it off to Maloney. Maloney to Harrison. Back to Harrison. Picking to Maloney. Rips one. Tries to pick up his own rebound. Wins the battle and was able to do so. Misplay with the pass from Maloney to Harrison is taken by Tate. 11-8 so far is a score with 17-15 left. The third and final frame. The Warriors are up. Well, on their bait. Waits for Fodchuk. Hands it off to Fodchuk now. Rips a shot and he scores. Joshua Fodchuk has been moving all night and he finds the back of the net once again to make the lead extended by 4. 12-8, 16:56 left to go in the game. The Warriors are up, and right now it does look like it will be the first round matchup. It isn't guaranteed yet, though. That is the likely matchup, as it looks like right now. The Rebels, who are in 4th place and 4 points ahead of the Outlaws, would have to drop the remaining games, their last 2 games, and the Outlaws here would have to win their final 2. So it is possible. But we will have to wait and see. With the one hand, has it over now. It's to Elias. Elias shoots. It's off a body. Picked up in the hands of Golka. Golka lays it down to Redlick. Redlick in the corner. Whacked by Osman. Osman pins him up against the board, but he's able to come off the wall in towards the net behind the back play, and that's in. Wow, what a beauty from Trenton Redlick, doing it all himself. And now the lead is 13-8 for the Warriors. Play was made down to the corner from the end of the Warriors, and to meet that was Trenton Redlick, and he took a couple hits, took a couple cross checks, was able to turn away from the pressure, make it in towards the net, and make a masterful play with some magic hands behind the back to score a beauty for sure. Put that one on the highlight reel. Tyler Andrews comes back up, but is forced to the wall and has to squeak through all the pressure. On their bait, receives it, hands it over to Royer. To the hands of Dewart. Dewart shoots, it's blocked. And whacked away by Sutherland. Sutherland with some wheels, comes in towards the net, shoots, but that's stopped by Pinch. Warriors back up quickly. Over and across. Wellner bait. Shoots. That's off the chest. The rebound's there, and it's picked up by the Warriors. Vodchuk now takes possession. Wellner bait with him on the right side. Vodchuk looking for some space as Dewart receives a pass over to Vodchuk, and he's looking for another one. Vodchuk packed hard. Hands it to Dewart. Dewart tries to send it over to Vodchuk, but in the middle, it's held by Walker. Walker has to run past Dewart, but can't make it past as it's flipped all the way up, but taken by Weatherby. Now Harrison drops it to Dickin, but that's found in the corner by Manon, sorry. Looking now, Stashniak. Walks up over half. Tries to pass it to Vodchuk. On the left side to the middle, shoulder down. Royer tries to shoot it, but that comes off a defender into the netting. Now, running up the floor, Polson. Polson hands it off and goes for a change. Zentrop hands it off to Gerard. Maloney to the middle. Tries to hold possession, but taken up by Gordon. Gordon now to Flett. Flett standing still, hands it to Wellner Bate. Wellner Bate and Vodchuk. Back on the floor. Wellner Bate to the outside, in, and tries to get it past. Of Couturier. But picking it up on the defensive end is Poulsen. Poulsen holds for Maloney to take. To the far wall, Elias getting whacked at by Gibson, but it's given over to Peyton Cook. Peyton Cook with the shot, still holds it, tries to make a play, but the shot just wasn't there, and it was stopped by Pinch. Fake pass made as the Warriors come back up. One hand control, a couple whacks. Richardson. Vodchuk with another hard shot. The whistle for possession is blown, and the Outlaws get it back. Almost a misplay made by Thiessen, but they weren't able to get it over half, so possession is turned over again. Flett leaves it for Vodchuk. Vodchuk now all the way back across, but that ends up in the bench, and possession is turned over once again. So for the Outlaws, Jackson Weatherby hands it to Kai Ellis. Ellis tries to make the pass, but that's into the hands of Rex Wolney. Rex Wolney in towards it, and he scores. Good defensive play to read the pass, pick it off, and coming towards the net, pick the spot, and score. 14-8. Now is the score for the Warriors. It was 10-8 heading into this third frame. But now they're the lone team to score so far this period. We head back to middle for another faceoff. Scramble draw is scooped in between the legs. Taken by Ellis. Ellis, the three Warriors defenders, but the Warriors are able to hold on. Caden Flett. Hayden Flett with the pass to Fodchuk. Fodchuk with another opportunity, and Flett with a great pass in between some traffic into the moving Fodchuk. Now Poulsen spins away, tries to hand the pass off to Dickin, but that goes way over the netting and almost into the score box. It's Warriors take it now. Bounce pass just made onto Couturier for an easy stop. Possession taken. Royer has to hand it off. Now Royer isn't able to get the shot off as it ends up into the near corner. 3 Outlaws fighting for the ball, and they're able to take it, hand it off to Couturier, and way down, pops off the top of the stick of Maloney, and it'll bounce into the corner, off the wall and into the hands of Fair. 10:26 to go here in the third period. The Warriors up by 6. Fair, to weld their bait. On their bait. Down, and a shot ripped hard to the net. Ends up out of play, but it'll trickle back down. The Warriors start back up. And then make a couple of changes as Muir steps onto the floor. Muir to Dewart, but Dewart tries to make the pass in front. Nearly picked off and still with it. Fodchuk. The Muir. Muir hands it to Dewart. Dewart with the pass back, but that goes past everybody, and whistle is blown down. Possession into the hands of the Outlaws. Harrison starts up with it. Harrison with his stick to the face, still walks past the pressure. Hands it off. Weatherby to Ellis. Ellis with it, shoots, and a good stop made by Pinch. It's still there, but it's taken up. And a bad change here as there's a breakaway for Golka. Golka shoots, and that's a save for Couturier. Picked up by Cook. Hudson Cook to Coulson. Coulson fakes a pass to Weatherby and rips one on net. That's patted away onto the wall, and a huge hit in the corner. And a quick water break called down by the ref with 8:49 to go in the third period. Explore Fort Saskatchewan. Discover a place where family fun meets opportunity. Visit their historic downtown, scenic parks, and river valley. Work in a thriving community. Play where every moment is memorable. Visit, work, and play in Fort Saskatchewan. And just another reminder that CROW LAX TV is doing a 50-50. Scan the QR code in the bottom of your screen now to see what it's about, or find more details on CROW LAX social media. So CROW LAX TV on Instagram or X for more details on the 50-50. The draw will be July 29th, just at the end of the month. And hey, 50-50's always going to a good cause, and got that chance of winning some money. Play continues. The Warriors having possession. Dewart looking for more. Pops off of Couturier and into the hands of Wellner Bate. He hands it off. Royer gets it to Muir. Back to Royer. Royer to Wellner Bate. Sorry, Fodchuk. Fodchuk with some moves. Shoots again off the Elbow, and it pops up to Couturier. Couturier over to Mika Thiessen. The pass all the way up into the hands of Regan Walker. Walker. Smooth pass to Weatherby. Weatherby to Maloney. And the faulty pass heads past everybody and trickles down to the outlaw end. And Warriors hold it with Fodchuk in possession, handing it to Dewart. Dewart looking for more, tries to send it across, and now Chase Richardson with a couple Warriors chasing him towards the net, and a good stick made by Dewart. Another play turned back, but heavy pressure from the Warriors, saying no to any offense from the Outlaws. With it, Menon, the right side, cuts towards the middle, tries to look for something, but that's sticked away, and it's taken into the hands of Wyatt Poulsen. Poulsen now turning with the pass back to Weatherby as he goes for a change. Weatherby over to Entrop. Entrop digging hard in the corner, is able to send the ball down, but the heavy hit was made by Stashniak up against Entrop, and possession will be turned over to the Outlaws. Entrop goes for the change. And onto the floor comes Harrison. A heavy hit up high, and it looks like Couturier will come off the floor. That'll be a penalty up against the Warriors, but no bad blood as the guilty party gives the handshake to Harrison as he was faulty on the play and gave him the cross check up high. So a 2-minute power play now for the Outlaws. It's Christian Gibson into the box for 2 on the cross check. Play is whistled down quickly by the ref, and they'll run it back. So they reset the clock and start on. Maloney to Dickin. When Maloney shoots it, it's past Dickin. Andrews running for the ball. Maloney with the swooping play, but that's hard and low on the legs. That'll be a call against Maloney, effectively writing off the power play that the Outlaws just had, and that'll be a 2-minute trip on Grayson Maloney, just the one-on-one play up against Kyler Andrews. So 4-4 now on the floor. 138 still in the cross-checking penalty to Christian Gibson, in 2 minutes now to Maloney. What chance right away off the stick of Wellner Bate. Extends the lead again, 15-8. With some extra space on the floor, Wellner Bate gets it done. Some more physicality in the game that's there from each side. Will line it up on the ground. Quick play. Blown dead. Get the Swiffer out on the floors. There's some obstacles. Nobody wants to get injured, so got to do the quick cleanup. At Vimy Lacrosse, excellence is the standard. Led by some of the province's most decorated and experienced instructors, they are dedicated to molding well-rounded student athletes. Vimy Lacrosse is a fusion of sports, academics, and personal growth. Unleash your potential with Vimy Lacrosse. So back up the floor and on. My apologies, Wolney able to evade the pressure coming towards the net. One hand and storms right in to Couturier, and nobody's happy after that play. So there's been a fight, and there's been some penalties. Some changes to be made, and it looks like Couturier is all right after he took a tumble from the Rolling Thunder coming in towards his crease. Well, it's still 5-on-4 for the Outlaws. They're down by 6. 2:35 to go. Ellis to Weatherby. Ellis now behind the back, chance. Harrison misses the net. Only Ross. Harrison with the shot. Weatherby returning that one. In the crease. Falling was flat. The ball sent all the way back. The outlaw end. So the Swiffer will be taken out once again as Caden Flett took a big tumble on the floor. Make sure to check out the CROW LAX 50/50. Scan the QR code in the bottom of your screen or visit CROW LAX TV on Instagram or X for more details. The draw is July 29th, so you want to get in to the 50/50 before the big draw happens on that day, the 29th. So Maloney makes a couple passes back and forth to Harrison. Maloney takes a shot, but it's rolled back, and Maloney wasn't able to pick it up. Possession is turned back to the Warriors as they're still down a man for 36 seconds. Sorry. Play continues in the hands of Duart. Duart across. Fodshok over to Foyer. Foyer drops his shoulder, dives into play. The ref's hand is up, and a whistle will be called down. Joshua Booth was in the mix there, but it looks like number 17, Wyatt Poulsen, will take a penalty. Just 1:29 left in this third period. So after one, score was 4-2, and then 12 goals. Combined goals were scored in the second period to make it 10-8. Now 15-9, and the last goal was scored by Kai Ellis of the Outlaws, who also scored the first goal for his team as well in this matchup today. Next game for the Outlaws will go next Friday back here at Ken Nickel Regional Arena against the CROW. Where it tried to make the play happen. He gets another chance, but gives it away to Poulsen. Poulsen now all by himself shoots it, and that's off the post. Comes back out to Booth. Joshua Booth towards the net, tries to throw it over the shoulder. It's blown down, and the Outlaws tried to get the empty net. Just 57.4 seconds to go. So back to the net is Couturier, unofficially 51 shots against. And penalty is called against the Warriors now. So timeout really quick in the final minute of the game here. And as I mentioned, the next game for the Outlaws goes next Friday at 7 p.m. back here up against the CROW. And then for the Warriors, they play their final game against the Rebels on Saturday at 6:30 at Bill Hunter Arena. This is likely the first round matchup for HMLL. As Weatherby gets a penalty shot, comes in, fakes it back and forth, and Pinch makes the save off the crest. And Pinch has had some fantastic moments in this game, unofficially facing 47, now 48 shots up against with 40 credited saves. Well, 15-9, 57.4 seconds left. Still sitting in the box. An Outlaw. And off the face-off to the near wall, and a really hard tumble towards the wall, but getting back up from that was Redlick. Wellner Bate holds control with just 40 seconds left. They'll play a bit of pass to kill the clock. Shot clock at 8 seconds. Got to make a move now. Down low. Back to Fodchuk, who wires one off the backboard, but possession is turned over. Taken up now by Booth. Booth, couple cross checks against him. Flips it back, 5 seconds to go. Weatherby fires one and pops in the crease, and taking that one, protecting it to kill the rest of the clock was Caden Flett as the game ends 15-9 for the Warriors, victorious over the Beaumont Outlaws. And it was a back and forth game for the most part. The game started 2-0 after 2 power play goals from the Outlaws, and then storming back to finish the first period were the Warriors to take it 4-2. And then 12 combined goals in the middle frame to have the score 10-8. And then the Warriors had a strong third period and were able to make it 15-8 before, with under 4 minutes left in the third, just one lone goal for the Outlaws to make it 15-9. And we saw a fight in this game. Thank you for tuning in to CROW LAX TV. That's the final game for today. We'll be back next week with some more action, just rounding out the season in the RMLL. For now, I'm Zachary Kubis saying take care and have a great rest of your night.